Prince William and Kate Middleton's little girl is all grown up. Princess Charlotte, the only daughter of the Prince and Princess of Wales, turns 10 years old on May 2nd.
Princess Charlotte has been in the spotlight since birth, and it seems that some of her few chances to relax come when she spends time with her grandmother.
In a recent development that has shaken the walls of Buckingham Palace to its core, royal staff were reportedly left in tears as Princess Charlotte bade what looked like a permanent farewell. The young princess, known for her grace and charm, quietly left the palace with her family, leaving behind an emotional void among those who cared for her daily. The heartbreaking scenes unfolding behind palace walls has raised a lot of questions from royal fans and observers. What had forced the sudden move? And what does this mean for Charlotte's future? Join us as we uncover the shocking truth behind Charlotte's final goodbye. The day the palace went quiet, raindrops trickled against the windows of Kensington Palace that Tuesday morning. Downstairs, the staff moved like shadows. No laughter bounced off the marble floors. No quick, light footsteps echoed down the halls. Just an unusual and thick silence. It all started with small changes. Things only the palace staff would notice. Princess Charlotte's routine was different. Her laughter no longer echoed through the halls. Then one day, her room was empty. A young footman stopped midway to the grand staircase. He thought about how he always heard the princess first, with her ballet slippers tapping like little drums after breakfast, and wondered why it was different that day. On the other hand of the palace kitchens, the head chef opened a cupboard and gazed at the jar of lemon peel and a pot of local honey sitting untouched. Princess Charlotte's special tea hadn't been requested once. She'd come bouncing in every afternoon, he said, wiping the counter too hard. It felt wrong, not brewing it. No one knew what was going on, but then came the signs that followed. The departure was kept under wraps with no official announcement, but insiders revealed that security was heightened. There were extra black SUVs littered idly at the gates all week. One could sight men in dark suits scanning the gardens through their rain-spattered sunglasses. The Queen Consort suddenly postponed meetings. Family priorities, her secretary briefly told confused aides. No explanations, just a quiet urgency that even raised more curiosity. Then, around noon, a chambermaid pushed open Charlotte's bedroom door. Sunlight streamed onto a perfectly made bed. Too perfect. Her favorite toy named Spike, a stuffed police dog, wasn't lying between the pillows as it used to. And her pink ballet slippers weren't kicked off near her tiny tea set. Every trace of her presence was gone. Where had she gone to, and why? Keep watching to find out. Out in the rose garden, the head gardener watched the holes Prince Louis had dug while playing in the garden with his sister. He always had his sister bossing him around, shouting, "Louis, put that worm back!" or "Don't lick the muddy trowel." He tried to chuckle on the reminisced memories, but it fell flat. Now it's just quiet. A senior housekeeper walked past Charlotte's empty room 3 times without entering. Blinking fast, she admitted she couldn't go in yet. Right from the door, she could still sense the smell of her strawberry shampoo from inside. Almost with tears, she twisted her apron. 8 years I picked up her books and tucked in her teddies. Feels like my own girl left home. Even the dogs felt it. One nosed around the hallway where Charlotte secretly dropped dog treats every afternoon. Why was everyone in tears? This wasn't about losing just any princess. It was about losing Charlotte, the girl who sneaked jam tarts from the kitchen and always hugged the chef after, who made nervous footmen laugh by mimicking their stiff bows, who left thank you notes shaped like hearts for the cleaning staff. "She saw us," said a maid who'd served royalty for 20 years. "Asked after my mum's bad hip last winter. Remembered my cat's name was Biscuit. Of course we are crying." sunshine walked out that door. The truth settled like dust. Her room wasn't just empty, it was hollowed out. No half-finished drawings, no shiny hair clips on the dressing table, just space. However, what happened next is a twist no one saw coming. Downstairs, a security radio crackled to life. Team Alpha to base, package secure, en route to Windsor. It was done. Princess Charlotte was gone. From secret security shifts to the emptiness of her room, it wasn't just a relocation. It was the end of an era. To understand the reason behind the farewell and why it brought so much emotion to royal workers, let's take a look into Princess Charlotte's growing influence and personality. Princess Charlotte's growing influence and personality. Princess Charlotte was not born just a princess. She was born a natural game changer. At just 10 years old, Princess Charlotte is already rewriting royal history. But what makes the young royal so special? The answer will surprise you. Princess Charlotte was born on the 2nd of May 2015, and she made history as the first royal girl to keep her place in the line of succession, even after her younger brother Louis was born. This was a revolution for the monarchy, and at just 10 years old, she's already proving why she's a future leader. From her poised demeanor at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral to her playful yet confident public appearances, Charlotte has won hearts worldwide. In a majority of her public appearances, she made one thing clear, and that is the fact that she doesn't just stand there, but she owns the moment. At Trooping the Color, she waved like a pro, charming crowds effortlessly. Even during her great-grandmother's funeral, while the world grieved, the 7-year-old stood poised and dignified, even comforting grieving Kate. Also at Wimbledon, she could be seen cheering excitedly, proving to everyone watching that royals can be both regal and relatable. Whether it was while playing soccer or flashing a cheeky grin at photographers, one of the palace insiders had remarked that she's got this natural confidence. It's not rehearsed, but it's just who she is. But here's the twist. Princess Charlotte has been dubbed the People's Princess 2.0, with people saying she had similar traits and personality like the late Diana, her grandmother. Comparisons to Princess Diana are inevitable, and for good reason. Like her late grandmother, Charlotte also has a magnetic charm that makes her instantly lovable by many. She sticks her tongue out at cameras, just like young Prince Louis, and giggles uncontrollably during royal events. She even corrects her older brother George in public events, showing she's no shy wallflower. But before you think she's just a cute kid, remember this is a future queen in the making. And speaking of the future, Charlotte's influence over the years has proven to go beyond charm. The Princess Charlotte effect boosts brands she wears, making her a royal powerhouse in the making. After Princess Charlotte's first appearances, the world quickly realized how much of a style setter she would be as she grows up. Princess Charlotte became known as a growing style icon after the turnout of events from her first photo shoot as a baby. Ever since, clothing, jewelry, accessories, and even toys related to Princess Charlotte are in high demand and sell out quickly when she is spotted on or with them. Brands call it the Charlotte effect.
The royal family unveils a portrait of the birthday girl to commemorate her milestone. This year, her mom Kate serves as the artist behind the photograph, which shows Charlotte smiling from ear to ear while posing on a grassy hill,
reflecting her enormous effect on public and consumer trends despite her young age. When Charlotte wore a €25 John Lewis dress, it was reported to get sold out in hours within the time the photos circulated. Her Amaya Kids cardigan sparked a 300% spike in searches. Even her hair accessories are not left out, as they also triggered shopping frenzies anytime she was spotted in one. But here's what nobody's talking about, and that's the fact that Charlotte is being groomed for a new kind of monarchy. Behind the scenes, Charlotte lives two very different lives: the royal life and then the normal life. When it comes to the royal life, she practices curtsies for formal events and learns about royal protocols, like how to greet foreign leaders. She even has mini lessons on handling the media. When it comes to the normal life of the princess, she does school plays and even football practice. She fights with her brothers over TV time. She begs for puppies, and yes, the Wales family finally caved. This balance is key, says a source. Kate and William wanted her to be prepared but still have a normal childhood. But before you think you know everything about Princess Charlotte, just wait until you hear about the shocking family secret that shaped her upbringing. Family influences and dynamics. Behind every great princess is a strong, loving family, and Princess Charlotte is no exception. From the moment she was born into the royal family, Charlotte has been surrounded by warmth, values, and quiet strength. Her family hasn't just shaped her, but they've also helped her to shine. Known for her hands-on parenting, Kate Middleton might be the Princess of Wales, but when it comes to parenting, she is just a mum. From doing school runs to attending school events just like other parents. Princess Charlotte attends Thomas's Battersea School in London, which meets her family's desire to give her an upbringing different from the regular strict structure of royal tutors. Just another student who wears a school uniform, carries her backpack, and participates in school activities like other kids. Kate has opened up in interviews on how she tries to give her children a normal childhood. During a BBC Breakfast interview in 2020, Kate said, "We've been doing lots of baking. Charlotte particularly is fond of baking and gardening." That simple statement showed the world that Princess Charlotte, though royal, also enjoys getting messy in the kitchen, helping in the garden, and living like any other little girl. Kate teaches her daughter values, like kindness, gratitude, and responsibility. Insiders say she encourages Charlotte to write thank you notes, to speak respectfully, and to understand the importance of giving back. When the family clapped for National Health Service workers during the pandemic, Charlotte was front and center, clapping with energy and joy. That moment, shared around the world, wasn't just for media attention. It reflected real values being passed down at home. For Prince William, he has a different, but equally powerful connection with Charlotte. In 2022, he revealed during a royal engagement that Charlotte was very sporty, sharing how she loved playing football and running with endless energy. On a visit to the England women's soccer team, he told them, "Charlotte wants to be like you. She's really good at goal." This shows the playful and proud side of William as a father. He's not raising a delicate princess. He's raising a strong, confident young girl who isn't afraid to run, compete, and express herself. Their bond is visible in the way she looks up at him, and how he always has time for her, whether it's helping her during public events or sharing her little victories with the world. Her siblings are just as much a part of her world. Prince George, her older brother, shares a quiet friendship with her. At her grandmother's Platinum Jubilee, cameras caught a sweet moment of Charlotte gently guiding him to fix his posture during the national anthem. It was a simple gesture but showed how aware and thoughtful the little princess was. Even at just 7 years old, she was acting with dignity and care. Then there's Prince Louis, the youngest and most energetic of the trio. During the same Jubilee weekend, Charlotte was often seen helping Louis behave. At one point, when Louis made a funny face at their mom, Charlotte nudged him and whispered something. The world laughed, but parents everywhere understood that she was simply playing the big sister role. Charlotte balances this role beautifully. She's playful with Louis, gentle with George, and confident on her own. She knows when to step up and when to step back. That kind of emotional intelligence isn't common in young children, but it's clear that her home environment has nurtured it. In the royal family, expectations are high. But William and Kate have found a way to mix tradition with tenderness. They've built a home where love leads the way. This has helped in shaping Charlotte's growth to be one surrounded by values, not pressure, character, not image. And in that home, she's learning that being royal isn't about crowns or titles. It's about who you are when no one's watching. But why did this close-knit family suddenly leave Kensington? The reason will surprise you.
Princess Charlotte looking adorable arriving at her first day of school. The 4-year-old kicked off her reception year, or pre-kindergarten, at Thomas's Battersea in London on Thursday, with mom Kate Middleton, dad Prince William, and big brother Prince George.
Reasons behind the move to Windsor. The Wales family didn't just move, they strategically relocated for a fresh start. On the surface, it looked like just another royal decision. But behind the scenes, the move to Windsor was filled with intention, emotion, and purpose. It wasn't sudden, neither was it random. It was a major life decision made by Prince William and Princess Kate, not just as royals, but as parents. Let's take a dive into what led to the sudden departure from Kensington Palace. One of the first major reasons behind the move was education. In September 2022, all 3 children were enrolled at Lambrook School, a prestigious but down-to-earth private institution in Windsor. It marked a big change from their previous life in London. Until then, Charlotte had attended Thomas's Battersea, a busy London school where both she and George were pupils. But Lambrook offered something different. More privacy and more room to breathe. Sitting on 52 acres of countryside, the school offers everything from pony rides to beekeeping, providing an environment that encourages not just academic growth, but emotionally and socially too. For William and Kate, this wasn't just about fancy facilities, it was about balance. They wanted their kids to run, play, and enjoy childhood, away from the noise of city life. And so, the move to Windsor began. A royal source once shared that they didn't want their kids to grow up behind palace walls. They wanted them to have room to play, fall down, and get back up again. And so Windsor made perfect sense. The second reason was for peace and privacy. Let's be honest, London life for a royal isn't easy. Living in London had its challenges. Kensington Palace, though iconic, became a spotlight. Paparazzi watched their every move. Even simple moments like school drop-offs were newsworthy. That was not the life William and Kate wanted for their children. They valued privacy. They wanted their home to feel safe, normal. While Kensington Palace was their official residence, it had slowly become a fishbowl. Every step outside the palace walls is followed by flashing cameras and constant attention. Every move was watched. Every moment could be snapped. And that gets exhausting, especially with growing kids. Unwatched. A family friend told the Sunday Times their kids were at an age where the public attention was becoming too much. Windsor offered them more breathing space. Their new home, Adelaide Cottage, sits inside the quiet grounds of Windsor Home Park. It's not flashy. It's not oversized. It's calm, cozy, and most importantly, private. And best of all, it allows their children to grow without constant pressure. Charlotte can ride her bike without flashbulbs. George can kick a ball without whispers. Louis can laugh out loud without being quoted in the press. This move was about protecting their childhood. A source close to the family told the Times, "They want to be as normal a family as possible." And Windsor offered that. For the Wales family, it was a much-needed reset, a chance to breathe again. Another heartfelt reason behind the move? Queen Elizabeth II. At the time of their relocation in 2022, the Queen's health was declining, and so she was spending more time at Windsor Castle. And William wanted to be near her, not just as a grandson, but as a future king who cherished her wisdom. The Queen had always had a close relationship with William. She trusted him, she guided him, and he deeply respected her. Living nearby gave the family more chances to visit, more time with the Queen, more memories made before it was too late. It also gave the children a chance to spend more time with their great-grandmother. Charlotte especially had a fond relationship with the Queen. The Queen once remarked that Charlotte looked after her brothers like a little boss. Those quiet interactions, the shared glances, are now part of their most cherished memories. It gave William more access to her, not in public, but in private moments. A royal correspondent from Hello magazine shared, "William was always close to the Queen, and in her final year, he made every effort to be nearby." Sadly, she passed away later that year in September. But those final months spent nearby were priceless. This move also reflects something much bigger. It speaks to the kind of royals William and Kate are becoming. They are not chasing luxury. They are not seeking attention, but are leaning into simplicity, choosing purpose over pomp. They could have stayed in central London or chosen grander homes, but they chose relatability. Royal expert Katie Nicholl told Vanity Fair that the move is part of William and Kate's long-term plan to raise their children in a more grounded way, close to nature and free from palace formality. The monarchy is evolving. The public no longer connects with unreachable figures. They connect with honesty, family, and values. And William and Kate are quietly redefining what it means to be royal parents. Charlotte is growing up in a home where kindness matters more than titles, where helping out, sharing chores, and looking after siblings is the norm, where dignity and humility walk hand in hand. Even interviews and candid moments reflect this shift. Kate once told a group of parents that they were just trying to do their best, like every other mom and dad. That is the message they are sending, not with words, but with choices. And Windsor is one of the biggest choices they've made so far. But what is life really like at their new home? Was it really what they expected? Keep watching to find out. Life at Adelaide Cottage and future outlook. Adelaide Cottage isn't a palace, it's a home. Tucked within Windsor's home park, this 4-bedroom residence offers the Wales family a blend of royal heritage and everyday comfort. Since their move in 2022, Prince William and Princess Kate have embraced a quieter life away from London's bustle. The cottage's modest size contrasts their former Kensington Palace apartment, but its charm lies in its simplicity. Historic features like the master bedroom ceiling, adorned with gilded dolphins from the royal yacht, Her Majesty's Yacht, Royal George, add a touch of regal history. According to royal biographer Robert Hardman, the move to Adelaide Cottage led to them cutting down on staff. For Princess Charlotte, who just turned 10, this environment fosters a sense of normalcy. Her school's emphasis on holistic education allows her to engage in various activities, from sports to arts. Prince William once remarked on Charlotte's competitive spirit, noting her enthusiasm for football and running. Family life at Adelaide Cottage is grounded in routine and shared responsibilities. The children also participate in household chores, like arranging their beds, cultivating a sense of responsibility. Kate and William have prioritized outdoor activities, often spending time gardening with their children. Kate's advocacy for the benefits of nature on mental health is reflected in their lifestyle, emphasizing the therapeutic value of the outdoors. Security remains a priority. The cottage is equipped with multiple security gates and is situated within a secured estate. Despite these measures, a recent incident in June 2025 highlighted ongoing concerns when an intruder breached the Windsor estate's perimeter. The individual was apprehended near the town gate, not far from Adelaide Cottage. Fortunately, no harm occurred, but the event underscored the importance of vigilant security. Professionally, both William and Kate continue their royal duties. Kate recently resumed her work with the Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood, focusing on the significance of a child's formative years. Her initiatives, like the Shaping Us campaign, aim to raise awareness about early development's impact on society. Looking ahead, Adelaide Cottage serves as more than a residence. It's a nurturing ground for the next generation. Charlotte is growing up with values of humility, kindness, and authenticity. While the future may see her return to Kensington in a royal capacity, for now, she's simply Charlotte, thriving in a home filled with love, learning, and laughter. What do you think about the royal family's farewell to Kensington Palace? Do you think Windsor was the right decision for Charlotte's future? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, click the next video shown on your screen. You'll enjoy it.